Misfits, and welcome to the world of Aurelia. This is the Misfit Adventurers podcast, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast where our group of friends sit around and play one of our favorite games, set in our own homebrew setting of Aurelia. I am the Dungeon Master, Amanda, and I hope that you will join us and enjoy the story we have to offer. Okay. The last time we were all together, you guys were working on some jobs in the town of Flimwick to kind of raise money so that you could get passage aboard this ship that would stop in Glad Isle before going on to Edgewater, the place where you originally were trying to go before your ship sank and everything went to hell. So you did the lighthouse job, and then recently you've been working on this job for Molly Garrow, who requested that y'all help her move some cargo down by the docks. After getting a bit of a tip-off from, I believe it was Arthok, you learn that Miss Garrow kind of maybe dabbles in some not so up with the right side of the law kind of work. But she took the job, deciding to go very, very, very early in the morning when it's still dark. Met Molly, and she asked you to carry 4 barrels of a mysterious item over to the second to last ship on the west side of the dock, maybe? I don't know. Who cares? You quickly figured out that the contents of the barrels are spice, a drug, an illegal drug, and you had to fight some goons along the way that were apparently a part of sort of rival gang of sorts called the Flame Vipers. You dealt with you killed all of them except one. And we're heading towards this ship you're supposed to deliver it to. Notice the flag on the ship, marking it as likely Hateful Kate's ship, the ship of the Black Sirens. And you were about to get caught by some more Flame Vipers when Isla made a distraction, sending them running in the opposite direction, kind of freeing you guys up a little bit. So we're going to return right there. So Isla, you've just swam back to kind of get near the rest of the party as those Flame Vipers are running the other way. So what are you guys doing?
I guess we just hurry and put the barrels on the ship or something.
Sneaky sneak to the ship.
We'll sneak, yes, sneak, absolutely.
Sneaky sneak.
Let me get a lovely group stealth roll.
We love it. Okay.
Your favorite. I will roll for Darren.
I should pull up my character sheet.
That was bad. That was a bad roll.
How convenient.
Look, don't hate me. Hate the dice.
Mine wasn't great.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Isla.
14.
14. Theron.
I got a nat 20 for 27.
27. Shoot.
Yep.
27.
27. Orlana.
9.
9. Oh no. Chi.
I got 9 too. We're 9 buddies.
9. Hoots.
24.
24.
Let's go, Monk.
Revan.
6.
6.
Ooh.
Well, and I got a 7.
Feast or
Okay.
famine.
So you guys approach the ship. Ahead you can see the second to last ship, a brigantine ship flying a black flag depicting a red twin-tailed siren. And you intend to approach this ship kind of stealthily. It doesn't happen. Gosh, in what manner would this simple jaunt over to a boat go awry? I imagine probably like a barrel gets dropped or something. Like maybe somebody's toe catches on the planks, barrel gets dropped, and then it's like a hasty and loud sort of clamber to right it and get everything together. Regardless, you do not approach the ship stealthily. But you do approach the ship nonetheless. Perhaps due to how close you are to the ship itself, any flame vipers that would have heard you previously know not to get too close to this boat. You mosey up to this boat with your 4 barrels, and you notice a human woman flanked by 2 others exits the ship. There's sort of like a sort of plank ramp situation. Exits the ship and approaches you guys. Well, you must be my delivery folk. Is this the shipment I requested?
Sure is.
I really must commend Miss Garrow for sending such a capable group of fine folk. I assume everything's where it's supposed to be. Siri,
there goes Emily.
no. Hey Google, stop.
What did it do?
Started playing a song. Weird.
That's funny. Yeah, sure, you know. It's not too hard to keep track of, I guess.
What did you miss? Oh no. Yeah, you missed me yelling at Google that was started playing a song. She looks over all of you. And I assume we can keep this all under the table. Hate for word to get out that I've been here.
I don't know why you think we do anything else.
Yeah. Oh no, not the inside.
That was the truth. I ain't looking to get on her bad side.
You get to roll inside
was the
against me
truth.
when I'm telling the truth. I can't do the
I know. It's so scary.
same. She kind of looks at you and sort of cocks her head to the side. Well, let's be honest here. I don't know much about you, and you probably don't know much about me, so you can't blame me for struggling to take you on your word.
Hoot.
DM question. What does she look like other than
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Very tanned skin, dark hair. It's probably kind of dreaded and sort of kept back away from her face. Sort of like a reddish leather kind of duster coat jacket kind of deal. Very impressive hat, of of course. She's got a revolver that's sort of tucked in a holster across a strap that goes across her torso, and has a sword at her side.
I'll say, I mean, I don't really know what reason we have to not do our job.
Roll a persuasion, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I mean, I'm telling the truth. Okay, sick.
I'll also say, I mean, I get where you're coming from, though. You don't know us, we don't know you. You have no idea of our integrity.
Okay. You can either roll a separate persuasion or let Chi roll with advantage.
Up to you, I guess.
You can have the advantage. I don't have a super crazy mod or anything.
Great. Okay. Let's see. Rolled the same thing. I got it. I got a 10.
A 10.
Perfect 10.
She kind of chuckles. You guys don't have much experience in this, do you?
We sure don't.
Well, you keep your lips sealed, and I'll make sure your little heads don't go all cattywampus.
Yes, ma'am.
I will salute her with a terrified face.
All right. Best be going. Let's see. She will toss you she'll toss you a coin that is has a symbol or has like her symbol, their like siren symbol painted on it. You hand that to Miss Garrow and she'll make sure you are compensated for your efforts.
Great.
All right. She's gonna her crew kind of load the barrels up onto her ship, and she gets on it. I can't resist a good Southern accent.
What?
What? Hey, this one's not a tiefling. I should get points for
A
that.
better Southern accent than mine? What?
Oh, yeah.
In my defense, I had the last campaign to practice. All right, so she gets back on her boat, and they're kind of getting ready to leave. So, they're not really gonna waste their time, chatting with you guys.
Sure.
Is there anything, I don't know, anything else with her that you guys would want to do, say, interact, anything?
Not really. I'd like to look at this coin. It's just a coin that has the siren painted on it.
Yeah, it's a straight up piece of gold, but one side they've painted their little siren symbol on.
Okay.
So we don't know exactly who this is, right?
I guess we don't, but we can infer it's probably Katie. Katie.
Katie. Hateful Kate.
Call her Katie. See what happens.
I know she's gonna be.
I want to yell out, "Oh hey Kate," and see if she responds.
She will turn to look at you.
All right, and I'll just thank her for the business and hope she has safe travels.
Smooth.
Yep.
I'm taking that as that's Kate.
Yeah. Bigler, are you there?
Oh.
She's not going to be able to respond, but I think she has AirPods in.
Yeah, I'm here.
Will you just Will you just give me an insight check, please?
Okay. I got shit insight, but here we go.
That's fine.
A nat 1 for a
Oh
2.
my god.
All right,
Yes.
nothing. Okay. They head out. You are left on the docks as their ship pulls out and heads to sea. So, what are you doing?
Should we sneak back to Molly?
We should definitely try to find another way back, other than where those people went.
That's a good idea.
Why don't y'all give me a perception check?
Sick. Bruh.
What's my perception?
We're not starting with great. Great moves.
We're doing perception. Let's see. All right. Theron got an 18. That's good. Orlana got a 16. That's pretty decent. Claudia, what did you? 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So overall, not amazing. But Theron and Orlana, I will say that you two do spot that there's perhaps a different route you could take that sort of it's going to take longer to get back to where Molly is, but it's it's not in the direction that those thugs were, so perhaps a little safer.
Cool. Just kind of wave them that way.
Sure. All right. Still stealthy?
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, give me
Yeah.
give me another group stealth.
Okay. I'm gonna use my tiny dice.
I'm gonna use a different die as well.
I'm afraid my luck's gonna run out on that one.
Ooh, I'll take that.
That was better.
Better.
Wait
Oh, I should have
for
stuck with
me.
that one. That's okay.
Fish.
Okay. Theron, what did you get?
13.
13. Orlana.
Nat 20 for a 27.
Hey,
Again.
9 plus 7.
Nice. Chi.
I got a 9.
9.
9.
Hoots.
15.
15. Not bad. Revan.
14.
14. And Isla, what did you get?
Also a 14.
Also 14. That was much better, guys. All right, so you sort of take an alternate route that kind of puts some distance between you and these thugs, and you sort of sneak your way back to Molly's warehouse, the what's it called? The Gold Viper storehouse. There we go. And you're able to do that without much issue. So good job. You get back there, and Molly's waiting for you. So I trust that you delivered the shipment without issue.
Yeah?
Yeah, easy enough.
Good, good. I assume you should have something for me, just a little bit of
Yes.
assurance that it happened.
Give her a coin.
Sure. You give her the coin, and she tosses you a bag of 30 gold piece.
Period.
Appreciate your help, guys. Job's a job.
Okay, should we? There's 6 of us here now, but there's 7 of us total, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 30.
Well, this is going towards us getting.
Oh, duh, that's right. Forgot about that. Sick. Good, because that would not have been pretty. Okay.
So, it's early in the morning. Is there anything you guys would like to do? The ship won't leave until 5-ish, like late afternoon.
Was there? We did the lighthouse, and then we did this. Was there? Oh, the. Did we want to do the
Deadliest
Moby
catch.
Dick? The Moby
Deadliest
Dick
cat.
thing? Deadliest catch thing?
We
No?
don't need to.
I guess we don't. If we have the money for the ship, I guess we don't need to, per se.
The other one was 70, right? We have our 100.
You have your 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Deadliest
That would probably
catch
That'd probably take like
is,
all day, too.
Is it dead in the water?
Wow. I
Boo.
think that one's also 30 gold.
The math doesn't work out. I don't think we need to do it.
Amazing.
Splitting 37 ways, it just doesn't happen.
No.
No.
Oh, man. Well,
Well, then I guess we could just like maybe chill. Has everyone checked their like curse coins? Because I know I
we
checked.
should.
I checked
Yeah,
mine.
let's do
I
that.
checked mine last session, and like I didn't find anything after the fight with the dudes.
nothing was checked after, like, y'all didn't stop and cast Identify on it after your recent
Oh,
fight.
That's
Like,
a
that's not
thing.
happened.
So we have to see
We
in
should
order
do
to see
that.
things. We should identify.
Okay, so are y'all just gonna, like, what, go back to the tavern, chill, maybe?
Is there somewhere that I could, like, maybe get some light armor so I don't die? If not, that's fine. I know it's a small town, but I'm gonna ask.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you walk around. There's not much here.
Okay, that's what I figured.
It's I mean, you maybe could pick some stuff off of. Well, y'all left those thugs. You left those bodies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you could pick something off one of them, but probably wouldn't fit super well.
I don't think that would bother her, but
probably can't go back to where those bodies are without
yeah, that's kind of my thought. Okay.
hassling.
Just thought I'd
yeah.
ask.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Flimwick is the town for buying armor. Though, I mean, just a quick sort of survey around. The general gossip is that Glad Isle, the town that this ship is supposed to stop at first, is a fast-growing port town. And though small, it seems to be up and coming, supposedly. Maybe they'll have what you need there in the next town over.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm cool with chilling and figuring out
Cool.
with the coins.
So why don't y'all? I'll say that you guys take a short rest as
Do I need to? Okay, so I can. I'll roll a hit die. Yeah. Sucks. Wait, can I?
and I guess I will, as Darren, cast Identify.
Yay. Okay, so I didn't realize that was the key to seeing the well.
So as you guys are sort of chilling and resting, Darren is concentrating on the coins. Yeah, and he spends this sort of rest focusing on that, and once his casting is completed, he lets you guys know that there is a very, very subtle change in all of the coins. They're all still the same levels, but it just a hair stronger than before.
Stronger, but
Or at
with
least like
what?
the energy or the
Oh.
Oh,
magic, the whatever is radiating off of it is just a little bit more present than it was before.
Do we think maybe it's just tied to how long we've had them?
it could be.
Maybe. It could be a lot of things.
Can I ritual cast detect magic and see with this stronger energy if I can pinpoint the school of magic or anything? Any new discoveries?
You can cast detect magic. It's it's still like it's still like layers of different type of magic, and there's an element to this that just seems either really really old or almost otherworldly.
Love that.
Cool, cool, cool.
So from another plane of existence, mayhaps. Which one?
Godly, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. Like not divine or celestial, but like just another plane. I don't know. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. It could be time based. I have a feeling it's not though.
I'll be curious to see if the levels continue to stay within the same of each other, or if we'll eventually have different levels and things.
Ah, yeah. Right, if it's all equal amongst all of us, that's also interesting.
Did every single one of us kill someone?
I didn't. Well,
I don't think I did.
I enabled people to kill, but I did not myself kill. So I don't know where it draws the line, you know?
Do the coins care? I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
The coins. I don't really feel like it, you know. I'll do what I want.
Let's take the 0.
Oh man.
Well,
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I
don't think there's much we can do about it right now. So
Nope. Nope. I think we'll just honestly wait until it's time to leave.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't have another episode on this ship. Can we have ship travel where nothing happens?
Do we need
No.
Do we need to find what's his name before we go get on the ship?
Our
Arthok?
clock.
Yeah, thank you.
You can. I'd say by now y'all have been sort of chilling in your room for like maybe an hour or two, getting that short rest, relaxing. So we'll say now the sun is up. I mean, it's still morning, but it's people are awake now. If you want to go find Arthok, he'll probably be at the docks where he said he normally is during the day.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to go like super early. I just before we get on, I figured
Y'all
we
can
should
chill
probably
out
meet
in a
up.
tavern and eat a bite, and then go get him after breakfast. It's up to you guys.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Have
Sure.
breakfast and bond a little, maybe.
If you guys want, like a breakfast, it's maybe like 3 silver per meal for their sort of, they just kind of have like the, here is breakfast today, this is the meal. That's kind of, they don't really have options for breakfast. But yeah, you can certainly do that. And as you guys are sitting in the tavern and enjoying your breakfast, you do notice, though there's not a ton of people up and in the tavern necessarily at this hour, the ones that are, there seems to just be just sort of like an air about the room. Just something feels a little off.
Oh,
Can I like listen for conversations
Sure,
or?
give me a perception check if you want to sort of eavesdrop.
22 from moi.
22 from moi. Yeah, you kind of listen in, and you hear these two individuals that are sort of having a bit of a hushed conversation, and they're sort of, the tidbits you get are, yeah, did you hear it? They found like several bodies down by the docks. Like,
oh my god.
I mean, I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if this is like gang violence or something else, but I mean, almost all of those flame vipers are dead. I mean, we're talking like 12 people.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
Hoot.
Isla, something that does catch you though. He said 12 people and you only killed 6.
Oh.
Yeah, that is true. We didn't kill that many.
Wasn't there a group that followed?
Yeah,
Like when they heard the loud
we
noise, how
didn't.
many were those? Did they also die?
What
But
happened?
how?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out who it was.
Oh no. What if this has to do with our coins?
Does it just kill 6 random people and we kill people?
No way. The odds that it was just those random 6 out of
Yeah,
everybody else.
the fact
I,
that it stayed in the little fire group. I don't remember what their names are.
Flame vipers.
The flame vipers.
It's okay, I forgot their name too.
in the flame vipers group specifically, like that's weird. And if it was the coins just doing something, I doubt it would just stick in that group. Wouldn't it just be a sort of random kind of retribution?
Unless it kills somebody they're connected to.
Oh my.
Heard of weirder things.
That kind of would make sense, though. Was the thing. Unless, I mean, because if there was a scuffle of some kind or some kind of altercation, like we would have been privy to that, right? Because we were there.
I don't know. We got out pretty quick.
We did, but
They said they were all found by the docks, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be the coins. It could be Kate.
she doesn't strike me as the kind of person to just kill. Just, I don't know.
Her name's Hateful Kate.
Her name is Hateful Kate, but she did not seem very hateful.
Yeah, I mean, she did threaten to separate our heads from our bodies, but
it's the accent.
You know.
It's the accent. She's Southern.
Like,
she can't be that bad.
It takes the edge off.
It does.
This is weird. I don't like it. Maybe we should talk to Arthok. Maybe
And
he
tell
would
him we
know.
have cursed coins.
Well,
that may or may not kill people.
well, I mean, maybe not that. But he might know a little bit more detail about those 6 extra bodies that we don't.
I'm gonna walk up to the people I overheard talking and say, 12 people, were they all killed in the same fashion?
I guess you didn't. I guess you haven't heard. No. I think like 5 or 6 of them, they had normal injuries. Like they were in a fight or something. But the other ones, it was different. It was weird. I mean, some of them looked like they'd been strangled. Some of them had like suction cup, like
No.
I don't know if you're familiar with like octopi or squids or something, but I don't know. There's something not right.
That's terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, y'all stay safe.
We'll try. I mean, how do you protect yourself against whatever this is?
I don't know.
Good question.
I'm gonna walk back to our group.
I would not have joined that conversation, but my immediate thought in my head was, "You don't. Good luck."
And I will just say, it definitely has to do with our coins.
What did they say? I'm assuming we didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You asked what they said, and
Yeah,
I
I'm assuming
will
I didn't know.
convey what they told me about the barnacles and the octopi stuff and the suction cups and.
Oh, good.
Wow.
So that was all real too.
Apparently, it wasn't just some sort of crazy mass hallucination type deal. Great.
Good.
I'm sure it's fine,
So,
guys. I wouldn't
I'm
be
so
worried.
relieved to hear
I don't
that.
know. You say that, DM, and yet. So then, are those things that we fought like these sort of?
Well, then that makes me wonder if, because they were all covered in tentacle things.
Right. Like, are they the sort of the carriers out of the curse?
Maybe.
And then if you don't succumb to the curse, you just you
get cursed.
You get yeah.
I don't know.
That's so weird. And I don't know what to think of this.
I'm not a fan of this magic. Because it's got to be magical.
It has to be, right?
So I think we should try to avoid killing anything that's alive right now. Because I don't know if that was the trigger, but it was like the same number, right? It was 6 and 6. So like, I don't know. I feel like despite what I said earlier, I think I was wrong. And it wasn't a coincidence. So yeah, I'm a little worried.
We're never going to know what it is for sure unless we do more.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know that I want to do more.
Well,
I'm just here to have a good time. I'm just here to go on an adventure. I just want to, like, discover who I am and, like, go on a
my
journey.
Mind, Theron became the basilisk in the second book and is like, kill.
I'm not advocating for murder. I'm advocating for the end of this fucking mystery.
Well, buckle up.
Because we didn't notice.
Look, for real, she wouldn't care.
We necessarily didn't notice this after dealing with monsters or after dealing with undead. But we noticed this after dealing with humanoids, right?
With humanoids. Yeah.
So that is probably the key. And I think we could all agree that maybe let's not kill humanoids unless necessary. I think that's a good plan. And it's
This is
hard
just Amanda trying to teach us not to be murder hobos.
I think this is that's exactly what this feels like. And we're not a murder hobo group. I don't think. I think
No,
we're
you've
pretty,
never been. You've never been one.
we're pretty good about that. So,
Legitimately, though. Like, y'all have never
yeah.
been murder hobos. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole Simon the Pirate thing from the last campaign.
R.I.P.
That was
Simon,
just
R.I.P.
me. Look,
Simon Jr.
I just decided to go all in on a joke. He came for me.
Oh.
Simon came for me.
You're back now.
We're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the Simon Pirate thing. That was me going all in on a joke. So, you know.
Simon Jr.
He's back.
Yeah, I was laughing really hard.
He did have a son named Simon Jr.
He did have a junior.
Yeah.
And his wife Mary, I can't remember
His daughter Alice and
Alice.
Simon Jr.
And Ash read them a bedtime story.
Yeah, y'all met them on the train along with everybody else.
Every
The
fucking
train
buddy
that
else.
we decided not to be good role players on.
Oh man.
But I think that would be a good idea moving forward. Obviously, that call is hard to make.
I was about to say, I think my version of necessary and yours are going to be a little different.
Right.
Bite.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Hey y'all, we have a rule of no in-party fighting. There's no player versus player in this campaign.
Actually, I took that rule out.
I was about to say, do we
I took it out of the.
Let's go.
I took out the PvP out of the updated rules. I'm pretty
Well
sure.
then, please go ahead and fight. I'm here.
No,
I'll bet some coin.
No, Karen's not going to draw attention. She's just going to point out that we already have very different morals.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is very tricky. And I do not have all the answers. I can only aspire to have all the answers.
At this point, I aspire for a regular ship ride. So.
That too, honestly. Both, I think, might come from the
Do y'all
deity
think
of the
I'm the
worship.
bad luck when it comes to ships? I don't know. I managed to sail for 2 years without an incident, so I
You're
don't know.
also,
But I am the common denominator in the 2 wrecks that I've been in.
I mean, you're a being of the water. I don't know if that makes you extremely bad luck or extremely good luck for ship travel, to be fair.
I don't know.
Is it bad luck because the water wants to take the ship, or is it good luck because the water's on our side? What? I don't know. Who's to say? Like I said, I don't have all the
I really
answers.
don't know.
Guess we'll see what happens this time.
It's not going to be uneventful, guys. Come
Look,
on.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, you know, you can either not get on a boat and always wonder, or you can get on
We're
it and
getting
just
on
see
that
what
boat.
happens.
I mean, okay.
I don't see island.
We have to progress.
Also,
the
you're on an
story.
island, so, like, I don't know.
I don't see
Alright.
Island not getting on.
We want to go to. I mean, we all want to go to Edgewater for different things.
Or I
so,
could rewrite the
you know.
campaign to only take place on this tiny island.
Surprise!
All right, guys. I don't know how we're gonna get 10 levels out of this, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, do we know? Okay, do we know actually like what the Flame Vipers like? What their deal is? Are they just a gang?
I don't think we know.
That's the thing. I don't think we know.
Make a history check.
Oh. Okay.
Anybody can, honestly.
I'm
That's
curious. Let's
hot.
see.
Even me, I'll do it, but
Yours is at disadvantage.
You had to say something.
That's a 6 for me.
I got an 18.
We have
Okay,
an 18 in the mix. Anybody
I
get...
did not roll higher than Casey.
Okay. Well, I'd say with an 18, you've picked up gossip here and there, and you've sort of sussed some things out just from observation. The flame vipers seem to be, just sort of like a local gang. They kind of do the same things that seems like Molly Garrow was trying to do. They, transport spice illegally, push goods that are under the table or otherwise hard to find, some petty thefts, stuff like that. They're not like...
So they're just around.
Yeah, it's like a local gang.
Okay, cool.
And they're not evil.
And they're not good.
And they're self-serving, for sure.
Yeah.
Self-serving. Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, I, for one, am ready to get off this island and to Edgewater.
Me too.
Did y'all want to go? Y'all talked about finding Arthok after breakfast, and then you got a little distracted.
Yeah.
Just want to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Sure.
So you guys head to find Arthok, and why don't we go in and take a little break?
Yeah.
Right about now.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys finish up at the tavern, and you head to the docks, and you find Arthok next to his little fishing boat. The atmosphere at the docks is a little tense. The sort of side that you guys had your fight at, and sort of I guess the east end of the docks is sort of still kind of roped off a bit. And Arthok sees you guys approach. So I guess you're all okay.
Yeah, we heard a little bit about some people that perished.
Yeah, it seems like it was a pretty big deal. Certainly made it a bit difficult to get to my boat this morning.
They were in the way. The bodies were.
I mean, I go out to my boat fairly early. I was probably one of the first people in the area, and we don't really have an organized police force of sorts, so it's just sort of like town people trying to figure out what to do. Bit chaotic, especially with the manner in which some of them died. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Are you responsible for all of that, or just... I assume... I don't know. I guess I shouldn't assume. I don't want to assume. So, I'm glad you're okay, though. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Out of character. Well, no, I don't want to.
Did you,
I think-
did you raise the money for the boat?
Yeah, we sure did.
Don't seem particularly chatty this morning.
We did. We have enough for the boat, and yeah.
Well, that's good. I can match what you've raised, and together we'll get aboard that boat. Great. Um, he seems.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say it wasn't all us. We don't really know what happened, but I mean, some of it was us. But
I don't know. I feel like it's a lie to say it's not all us, though. I
Like,
don't.
but we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, but we, can assume.
Honestly, actually, he's gonna he's gonna look at you guys and he's gonna be like, I believe you. No offense, but I don't think you're quite capable of all of that. You seem like nice folk.
We don't have tentacles that we know of.
I have yet to notice tentacles coming from your body, so perhaps one day. But hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to hang around here. Just gonna sell what's left of my catch. That's kind of it. And then I figure in a second I'm gonna go over and kind of smooth things over with the crew, or I've got or at least somebody on the crew, and just make sure that all of that is right as rain. I'm gonna ask about, I don't need to know any other details. That's, you can keep to your own. That's fine.
What do you have for what did you catch?
Fish.
Amanda.
Look, man, I'm not a fisherman. What? And this is D&D. There's like magic fish here, so I don't know.
Magic fish? Who?
I don't know.
Said red snapper, Amanda. None of us would have questioned it.
I mean,
Called
but
the
I
rainbow
feel like
fish.
we're too far north for it to be red snapper. I don't know.
Okay.
What fish do they catch? I don't know.
Don't
It's
ask
fish.
the neckbeard
It's
group
fish.
because
Do we have any skilled fishermen here among us?
Not me.
I mean, I might be good at fishing.
You are a fish.
You are a fish.
Wait, you mean like actual? You mean
Yes,
like
I
real life
mean
good at
real
fishing?
world fishing.
No.
No. I caught a catfish once.
I caught a fish in a pond once when I was like 4 years old, and then when I pulled it out and it was attached to the hook, I screamed and started crying, and I threw the entire rod back in the pond.
As you should.
And my grandfather had to jump in and get it out.
That's really funny. Aww.
That's
Freak
pretty
me out,
amazing,
man.
and also very true to form for you.
Baby Amanda.
Yeah, I like eating fish. I don't like catching them.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, it's also slow,
Yeah.
You gotta wait on a bite and stuff. Okay,
So there's
I just
fish.
wanted to make conversation.
He's got
I
fish. He's selling
wanted to
just
divert.
generic fish. Some of it looks quite good,
Awesome. Good
Mhm.
for him.
Yep.
He said. I'm trying to think how to phrase this question. He said he was gonna smooth something over with some.
Yeah, he's gonna go talk to some people on the boat that y'all are trying to get passage on, and just make sure that you have passage on that boat.
Why wouldn't we have passage? Question mark.
I don't know. He's gonna give the
Because
money.
12
and
people just
make
got killed and we're
sure-
new in town.
I know. I'm like, are they gonna be like, this is sus?
You know what? You seem a
It's
bit
weird when you
antsy.
get to-
Why don't you wait here, watch my boat, and I'm just gonna walk over there to the House Star and just take care of all of this. And I mean, they don't need to know about any of this really. So, and it'll all be fine. And he's gonna go. He's gonna go leave and go walk over there and.
Can we perception check that?
I was about to inside him
Sure,
and make sure he's
Inside?
not
you
gonna.
Can, you can insight check him for sure.
That's not good. Did anybody get higher than an 8?
I got a 12.
I got a nat 1.
Praise.
Y'all are really good at this.
Um,
I mean, with a 12, he doesn't seem disingenuous or it doesn't seem like he's got an ulterior motive. He does seem like he intends to just go over and talk to the crew and make sure you all have passage. I mean, the money that you guys raised is also his ticket out of here as well. So
that is true.
Oh, so he's also getting on this boat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
In the meantime, while he's doing
Good.
that, I'm gonna go start calling out, "Fish! We got fish for sale. Does anyone want some fresh caught fish?" I don't know how much it costs, but I'll just like make up a number. It's like 4 copper a fish. I don't.
Honestly.
Oh my God,
okay.
honey! Look, they got fish for sale.
Yes,
It's only 4
Long Island.
capo. What a steal!
Is that a good price or is that a really bad price that I just called out?
Make an intelligence check.
I'm gonna bankrupt this dude.
Not bad. Let's see what it is in my mod. Intelligence.
I mean, what about
16?
haggling though?
I mean, these are some pretty decent sized fish. I feel like 4 copper might be selling a little short, you know.
So
but
would
are
I
they
think
red
like
snapper
6 copper
or-
is better?
I mean, 6 would be great. So this chick's gonna be like, so like 4 copper for this fish? I mean, is that really what you're going for?
I'm gonna consult fake notes that I pull out of my backpack and go,
Stop.
actually, I'm really sorry. I read that wrong. It's a little smudged. It's 6 copper a fish.
6 copper for that
But
fish?
these are so big and they're so fresh. And honestly, I've had this fish personally. I'm just selling it for the fishermen. It's the best fish I've ever had in my life.
Roll a persuasion check.
Skills.
Nat 1 incoming.
Persuasion 16 as well.
16. Wow, that is a mighty fine fish. That looks pretty good. I don't know. I think you're right there. I think 6 copper. I think that makes sense. All right, honey, where's my coin purse? And she like just uses her husband as a human purse, and he produces 6 copper, which he hands to you.
Perfect, and I will give her a fish.
All right, she leaves with a fish in hand,
Fuck yeah,
wrapped
fish
in
burger.
paper or whatever. Amazing. So Arthok will come back. All right. So it seems like we're all set to be aboard the House Star. I think we're just sort of in. We're just gonna have to like sleep in the hull in hammocks. I don't think we've got private rooms or anything like that.
Fine.
But they're gonna feed us, so that's good. We should make it to Glad Isle in, I think they said maybe 5 days. And then we'll go on to Edgewater from there. It might take closer to 7 to get to Edgewater from Glad Isle, if the weather permits. So fingers crossed. We could probably go ahead and start to, at least, I don't know if you have things. I have a couple things, but if you have things, you can go ahead and board and put your stuff on the ship. Are you selling my fish while I'm gone?
Yeah, No, I was just about to. Say. I wanted to wait for you to stop talking because I didn't want to interrupt. And I'm gonna go. Yeah, I sold you one fish, and I'm gonna pluck the 6 copper in his hand. And I'm gonna go. I don't know if that was a good price, but your fish looked pretty big, so I tried. I don't really know. I just kind of threw out a number.
You know, if you try really hard, you can get them all up to a silver at least. But
Really?
I'll teach you. I'll teach you a little bit about. There's an art to haggling that I'm not sure you quite grasp yet. You're young. You don't know. Um,
That is true.
we'll work on it.
I've never really had to haggle in my life, So.
It's a nice life to not have to haggle.
Well, just because I've always been on my ship and I've never dealt with that kind of stuff. I just,
I see. Of course. It's pretty important to try and get people to, sell you things for less. Money, it doesn't grow on trees.
No, it doesn't. That is true.
All right.
But yeah, I just dealt with like lines and stuff, getting the sails in the right place, that kind of stuff. I don't have a lot of people experience.
I can tell. You'll get better with time. And he's gonna start to sort of get his things together, and get ready to get on the boat. If there's any last things you guys want to do before you guys get on the boat, I don't know. Last bits of gossip or any more fish selling. Who knows?
Nah.
No. I'll just get on to it.
I have kind of a question.
Sure.
Would we have heard if, like, any of the names of the people, like, by the end of the night, would Molly have been one of the ones that died, or was it, like, nameless kind of people?
None of the names ring a bell to you guys. Molly is not one of the ones
cool.
amongst the dead, so.
Just wondered.
Yep. Good question. All right, so you guys board the House Star.
Oh yeah, what is that? Howl Star?
I will type it into
Thank you.
chat. It is the HALSTARR. Arr, House Star.
House Star.
House Star. Arr, me mateys. Yeah. It's comparable size to the one that you started the campaign on, maybe a little bit bigger actually. Yeah, there seems to be a crew of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 individuals that are sort of manning the more important roles. There's some extra hands that kind of do some dirty work, and some other just sort of random people that are also aboard the ship, either leaving Flimwick or maybe they were already on it and they're headed to the next place. But there are several people here ready to they're all sort of getting the ship ready to leave Flimwick and head off. As you guys sort of enter, a human woman will approach you guys. So you must be the individuals we're picking up. Nice to meet you. Captain Alice Porter. Pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you too, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. This is my quartermaster, Heskin. And she sort of points to a dragonborn male that's pretty tall. Black scales. The cook is down below, Shelly. She'll whip you up whatever you need. Don't bother her too much. Try to just eat when the rest of us eat. There's random crew around. Don't get in their way. Just sort of keep to your own. We'll get you to Glad Isle in 5 days, and then on to Edgewater. Hopefully, that'll just be a 7-day trip. We're not expecting storms, but I don't know. Sometimes they pop up out of nowhere. So, when we get to Glad Isle, we're going to have to stop there for almost a full week. We've got to restock. Flimwick does not have enough supplies to really fill up this ship with what it needs. So we're doing a big, kind of a big restock there in Glad Isle. We will ask you guys to leave the ship for a few days while we are sort of getting things ready. But we will wait for you to leave. So hopefully that's all understood. Hammocks are down below. We will string them up when it gets a little later after dinner. Any questions? Has everybody been on a ship before? Any newbies? Great. Perfect. Awesome. If you fall overboard, just start screaming and we'll try to get you. All right. Nice to meet you. And she walks off.
May the Night White Lady guide us. And this ship.
Of course.
I don't like that because I just thought, has everyone been on a ship before? And it's like, boy, have we been on a ship?
Yeah, my immediate thought was like, I'm not going to tell you about what happened last time.
Oh,
God.
man.
It's like, if you only knew how much of a ship we've been on before, man.
So, we'll sort of fast track a little bit to around 5 p.m. when the ship leaves port. So we're leaving Flimwick and heading to Glad Isle.
Hey.
It's gonna take about 5 days to get to Glad Isle. I would like to ask for this first night, Emily, would you be so kind as to roll a d20 for me?
Yeah. A 4.
A 4. Okay.
My birthday.
Cool. Great. Your first night aboard the ship passes without issue. You were fed a hearty meal by the boat's cook, Shelley. She is a goblin woman, but she is a very skilled cook. And you're able to all sleep, except for Revan, because Revan does not sleep.
I will ask, can we do identify every night before we go to sleep as a group to see if our coins have changed?
Ooh.
Absolutely. This first night, they seem about the same as they were the last time you identified them. You don't really notice a difference. But good to know. All right. First full day. Casey, will you roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
12.
12.
12. All right. You're fine. Day passes without issue. You do start to meet some of the other crew. You've met the captain and the quartermaster and the cook. There are a couple other individuals aboard. There's a man named Bill Stone, a woman named Kelly Hale, and there's a half-elf man named Norrell, and they seem to work sort of above deck with rigging and stuff like that. Below deck, there's a couple individuals that kind of keep track of. There are a couple cannons on this boat, just in case, and these individuals below deck sort of keep track of that. You've got a Briar Birchwood, a gnomish female that seems to keep an eye on things. Faviel, a half-elf female that also helps out with that. And Vice, a tiefling male that also works with that as well. And then there's a carpenter that you guys meet. His name is Thrill, and they're a tabaxi male. Their full name is Thrill of Life, but they go by Thrill. Tabaxi names are weird, but they're really fun. So your first full day passes without issue. When we get into the night, Caroline, will you roll a d20 for me?
Yes. That is a 17.
17. Caroline, will you roll a second d20, please?
Okay. That's a 1.
A 1. Cool,
Mhm.
cool. Sorry, will you roll one more d20?
Yes. 5.
5. Cool. Okay, so that first night, as you guys are getting ready for bed, you start hearing an argument happening above deck. It sounds like two individuals are shouting at each other. And you hear somebody shout something. I swear to God, he stole my purse. Come on, believe me. And the other person's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't take anything. You guys head up above deck and notice that a couple of the crew seem to be in conflict. Briar Birchwood is accusing Faviel of stealing her coin purse, and they seem pretty heated. Do y'all want to try and talk them down, or?
I'm gonna look for a coin purse.
Okay.
Wait.
Does anybody else want to do anything in this situation?
Nope.
That's kind
I
of
just
the
want to sit
thing.
in the corner and watch.
Watch, observe.
Yeah, I'll just watch.
In the corner.
This is not my business, not my
please.
fight.
Yeah, I think the thing to do is just to look for
Okay.
it.
Those that want to look for the coin purse, give me an investigation check.
It's like I would look for
Oh,
it.
you're going into dice jail. You're trash. Oh my
I would
god.
look for it, but
Anybody can look for it.
I would look for it, but it's not going to be a good job. I got a 2.
Okay.
I got a 14.
I got a 6.
Okay, Revin. You are looking around and you actually find the coin purse in question. It seems like it is just under one of the steps on the stairs up to the forecastle. It maybe fell out and kind of just got a little obscured there. You find it there.
Do I notice anything weird about it?
No.
No? Okay.
Honestly, it looks like it was just honestly dropped.
Okay. Well, I'll bring it back to the group and ask if we think that they're going to accuse me of stealing it if I bring it back to them.
Well, if they do, we'll talk to them.
Fight them.
well, I don't know. I don't know about that. But we'll talk to them if they suspect anything. She seems.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
I'll go up to him and just say like, hey, I heard y'all talking about a coin purse, and I noticed this one over by the stairs. Is this what you're looking for?
Briar's like, yes, yes, and the half elf female Fabial. See, I told you, you just dropped it. This is an honest mistake. Just calm down. You've had a bit too much ale this evening, Briar. There's no reason for this to get so heated. All right, but you've taken stuff before, okay? This is like, there's reasons for me to accuse. This isn't that time. Don't worry about it. That's all water under the bridge, right? Of course. Thank you so much, sir, for finding that. I appreciate your help in this endeavor. They sort of slowly start to talk themselves down. Clearly, there's a little bit of history there.
Okay.
But crisis averted.
Averted.
Yes. The rest of the night passes without issue. And we go on to the next day. It's the second full day. And identify, it's all the same. No change.
Well, we didn't kill anyone tonight, so that makes sense.
So it's not a time thing.
We could have.
We could have. Claudia, will you roll a d20 for me, please, my dear?
Of course, baby. That's cocked. It's another 2.
All right. That second day passes without issue, and we get into the evening.
Sick.
MJ, will you roll a d20 for me?
Hoot. 18.
18!
18.
Wow. Why don't you roll another d20 for me?
Oh. 13. 13.
13.
Lucky number.
Do you want us to like roll a different d20 every time you say that, or like just roll it
It's
again?
up to you. It's personal preference.
Okay.
MJ, I need one more d20, please.
Homie gang.
8.
8. 8. 8's good, actually. That's a good thing. Okay.
That's funny.
So, as we get into the evening, at night, kind of in like a sick deja vu, a storm starts brewing.
No.
Yeah, winds and towering waves start to toss your ship like a bath toy. And, people are scrambling above deck to just sort of get a hold of everything and kind of keep the ship upright. Let's see. It seems like this is mainly really, really heavy winds that have set in the night. And I'm gonna need some maybe checks from you guys as you sort of try to help the crew kind of do their jobs to make sure that y'all withstand these heavy winds. There are a couple different people that you could be helping. You could be, if you're skilled with any form of sailing, you could sort of help the captain maneuver and navigate the situation. If you think you're very skilled at talking and calming somebody down, or maybe making sure that they stay sharp and with it in a dire situation, you could chat with the first mate. And if you think you're particularly strong, you could help some of the bosun individuals with rigging and other various jobs. You could also maybe, if anybody's skilled in nature, you could help the quartermaster as well. So, what would everybody like to do as...
What if you're good at none of those?
If you're good at none of those, maybe you should just maybe go around and just sort of make sure that things are strapped down. There's some various odd jobs you could do around the boat. But
Okay.
I'm looking for people that people willing to make a check in either intelligence, charisma, strength, or wisdom. Specifically,
I'll help the quartermaster out.
Okay. Wisdom or natures, one of those checks. What else do people want to do?
I
Help with
can help
dude.
with the masts and the rigging and stuff like that.
So I would either need strength, or if you are skilled in carpenter's tools, you could also help in that way as well.
Nah, just strength.
Strength. Claudia, what
The first mate. That's what I was thinking.
first mate? Talking to them. Right? So you can do either charisma. I'll give you a choice between persuasion or intimidation. Anybody else want to do anything? If anybody's got high intelligence, they might be able to help the captain.
I have a +1 for intelligence.
I mean, I have
I'm
a
good at
plus-
intimidation, but I don't know what she's going for.
But I already said I was helping with the rigging. So.
Same.
The rest of you guys, Theron, what's your highest skill aside from stealth?
Stealth and sleight of hand.
Okay, we
Shocker.
could probably use sleight of hand to just sort of like very nimbly grab things and make sure they don't fall.
Okay.
Orlana, what about you? Same deal?
Acrobatics or stealth?
Acrobatics or stealth? I could see acrobatics potentially working. So I want both
Yeah.
of you guys, I want a sleight of hand and acrobatics from you guys. Hoots, what's your highest skill?
My highest skill's Dex, but
Okay.
is anyone helping the captain currently?
Currently nobody.
Okay, then
That's
I want to
gonna
help
be
the
like
captain.
an intelligence check.
Oh, yes, I want to help the captain.
I can't wait.
Oh,
my God.
Okay, so everybody, I've told you something to roll for. So let's go down the line. Let's do all of those rolls, and we'll find out how helpful you guys are in this storm. I feel like Darren should be doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Darren,
Could he
is-
be helping the captain? I bet he's pretty smart.
Are you doubting Hoots?
He's a bard, so he'd probably be.
Honestly, he might help you, Chi, with
I was about to say that would
Charisma,
be
right?
talking. Yeah, he's
his
got
speed.
good charisma. I should not roll that die. It's not done well for me.
Appreciate that.
See, look, I know when to be. That was not helpful.
That's okay.
Look,
That's
Hoots
okay.
has trash talked me. I'll trash talk Hoots back.
All right, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the line. All right, Isla, remind me what you're doing again. And
I was helping with the rigging and.
okay. So what did
masts.
you what did you roll?
I rolled a 17 strength roll.
A 17. Very nice. All right. Theron, what did you?
I got a 26 sleight of hand.
26 sleight of hand. So you're like,
So...
anytime anything falls, you're already there and you're grabbing it and setting it upright. You're being very nimble. You're doing a great job. Orlana.
Thanks.
26 acrobatics.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Similarly, you're like flipping around and like at the last second, like catching people as they're about to tumble or fall.
Very gallant of you.
Yes, absolutely. But very helpful. Let's see. Chi and Darren. Darren is not super helpful in this. Chi, what did you get?
So I rolled a 19.
That's great.
Persuasion and intimidation are the same for me. So I probably would just be more persuasive and like positive.
Sure. What kinds of things do you think Chi might be saying?
Am I just trying to what is the first mate doing necessarily?
The first mate is probably one overseeing like the crew that's handling the rigging, and two maybe also assisting with keeping an eye on the weather and things like that. That sort of situation.
I probably would be. I'll probably at least I would be saying things like, "You're doing so well. You know, we appreciate all that you're doing for all of us." Um, and I'm sure this will be a funny story for the rest of the trip. And I would probably say religious dribble. Um,
Amazing.
I would
Love
probably
it.
just sort of like, oh yeah. Lune would not. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, Hoots. Uh what are you how are you helping the captain?
I guess I kind of just walk in there.
Oh no.
That's how we're gonna start. I
Amazing.
rolled a 10, but I just kind of walk in there, see what needs to be done.
The
Who here?
captain specifically is steering the ship in this moment. Um, and they require assistance with like the intelligence needed to maneuver the ship through this storm and situation.
Okay. How bad does the storm seem? I guess is my question.
It's a heavy gale, but
Uh-huh.
it's not the worst. It's nothing like the storm from, you know, however many nights ago.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay. So would so let me think. Would going out, let's say, and flying with a lantern or something help the captain at all
Yeah,
steering?
that might be actually super helpful.
Okay.
So you could sort of scout ahead a little bit with your
Yes.
lantern. Perhaps you also have like a bit of cloth or something to show which way the wind is or when it shifts. And yeah, I think those things together would be super helpful to
Perfect.
the captain. Amazingly, a 10 is what you needed. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Very good. All right, Revan. You're helping the quartermaster with wisdom, I believe, in some way.
Yeah. So I got a 22 in nature.
Nice. Yes,
Oh
nature.
shoot.
Perfect. Yeah. So, what things you're probably like what you're keeping your eye on specifically is the storm itself and the weather conditions. So what are some things that
Yep.
maybe your character would do and relay to this quartermaster?
If I saw any inclement rain or lightning or anything, um, I feel like I wouldn't have a very good sense of how strong the wind was. Um,
Yeah, that's fair.
but but yeah, just if they had any questions for me.
For sure. I mean, you can be at times a fountain of knowledge, and that paired with like what Hoots is doing right now as well, you're able to really gather a lot of information and relay this to the quartermaster. So collectively, you guys did amazing, and you successfully helped the crew navigate this heavy storm.
Let's
Good
go.
job. Good job.
Very creative. I
Yeah,
like this.
we did.
Yeah. This whole little thing that I'm doing is from the. There's a campaign book called Ghosts of Saltmarsh that has a big
mhm.
table of like determining hazards that you could encounter as you're sailing. So that's what I'm using
Nice.
right now.
Cool.
All
That's
right,
pretty dope.
we're on the third day out of 5. Joe, would you roll a d20 for me, please?
A 4.
A 4. All right, the day passes without issue, but now we get into the night. Uh, should I roll, or should we just go back to Emily?
I can roll again.
Has Darren rolled?
That's
That's
why I was
okay.
like, should I roll as Darren?
Oh. Yeah, you should. And then we can blame Benji if something went wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a different die than what I have been rolling. I'm gonna pick a completely different die than what I've used this game. Okay. Night passes without issue. We go into the 4th day. All right, Emily, Bigler, Isla, pick a name. Roll
10.
D20. 10. All right. No problems. Also,
8.
as y'all have been checking each day, again, the coins are all the same. So.
Yay! Death.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt and ask again. I figured you'd
No,
give
you're
us
good.
an update.
You're good. All right, we're going into the night of the 4th day. Casey, please. Chonk.
Okay. It's a 10.
10. Nothing. All right, Caroline.
Everyone just roll
20.
10s. 10 isn't doing anything.
13.
13, we're good.
Okay.
Is are we on day 5?
So we don't want high.
Is this the 5th day?
I think so.
Yes. This
Yes.
is the 5th.
Mhm.
All right. By that evening, first of all, actually, let me read this first. So, we'll say it's a late afternoon, perhaps. The house star approaches Gladisle, and you all immediately notice that the town isn't exactly living up to the description you've heard of previously. There are a few ships at the wharf, and the ones that are there look run down and a bit small. At first glance, the buildings look nicer than those in Flimwick, more stone and stucco rather than weathered wood, but as the ship nears, you notice that layer of grime that seems to coat everything. You also notice that the majority of the windows appear to be boarded up. High up on an oceanside cliff overlooking the town is an impressive mansion of stone, half obscured by fog. From the ship, you start to get glimpses of the people that inhabit the town of Gladisle. Most of them appear to keep to themselves, often covering their noses and mouths with a cloth as they move through the streets and dart between buildings.
Oh,
Others
no.
appear to walk slowly, not bothering to cover their faces. It is hardly the bustling, up-and-coming town that you heard about. But the ship docks, and as the ship docks, you all get to level up.
Yes!
Level 3.
Okay, let me find my
Level
leveling
3.
plan.
What's good? Okay.
What am I leveling up
Yay.
in?
I'm glad because you just described basically COVID, and now I'm like, fuck.
I know.
We've landed on COVID. We're in COVID town, and
We found
no.
COVID Island.
What do I want to level up in?
Rogue.
Rogue or
Let's
fighter?
pause and let's go in and let you guys level up and stuff. Because I'd rather you guys do that before we go.
I want that rogue action of disengage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna level up in Rogue as well.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Level 3.
Rogue.
Level 3.
Wait, you said how much fighter do you want? You said up until improved crit. Was that it?
Yeah.
I can't remember what level that is.
I'm putting that in the group just so Benji knows that he gets to level up.
Yes, of course. Okay, manage character and levels.
Do I get anything at level 2?
I think I get spiritual weapon, dude.
Spiritual weapon.
Nice.
If you ever want spiritual weapon to look like something in particular,
Yes.
let me know.
Absolutely. Do I not get it? I don't think I do. I'm not seeing
I
anything.
can't remember what level.
Oh, wait.
Is that a
maybe.
3rd level spell?
Might be third.
Maybe.
It's a 2nd level. I got it.
Ah,
I get 2nd level
I
spells.
accidentally closed it.
I get lesser restoration, which good, and then I get spiritual
Nice.
weapon. But yes, I do want my thing to look like something. You want me to text you, Amanda?
Sure.
Okay.
And I can go find a token.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
when time permits.
Okay, I get to roll a d8 for my HP.
Okay. Sick. I'm so excited.
Wait.
Do we roll HP? I can't remember. Or is it automatic?
Honestly, I've never really like required one or the other. So like if you want to roll, you can. I don't really care.
I don't remember what I did.
We're chill here.
I can't remember what I selected.
I want you guys to play what you want to play, so I don't really care. It doesn't make that much of a difference to me.
For some reason, I picked manual, so I'm gonna do that.
I think I was definitely rolling because I don't have the
Also,
average
if
HP.
you roll a 1, re-roll it. Let's re-roll 1s for HP, okay?
Because
For leveling.
I think I've just been letting mine update through
the
D&D
average HP is higher than my hit points, so I'm guessing that I've been rolling. So I'm gonna roll.
Well, sometimes you can get higher than the average, so like, you know.
Well, but I'm lower right now.
Well, maybe you'll overcome it.
Oh no, I rolled a 3.
You know, it'd be like that sometimes. I feel like I should change the music now that we're in Glad Isle.
I don't know, this kind of fits the creepiness of Glad Isle.
Oh,
Glad Isle is not very glad.
Yeah, it's meant to be an ironic name.
Sick.
This song is called Dreary Settlement. That sounds
nice. Look at my slots, dude.
Okay.
Can I ask one of the ship people before we get off if this is how the town usually looks?
Sure. You find one of the, we'll say Fayeviel or whatever.
That makes sense.
And pull him aside and ask that. No. Honestly, this place was a lot better the last time I was here.
How long ago were you here last?
A month or 2, I think.
Oh, so this is new.
I think maybe it was 2 months. It's. I'm honestly real surprised to see it in such a state. Obviously something's happened here.
Okay. It just looks very different from what we had heard, so I wondered.
Yeah, it looks pretty different from what I'm used to. Well, we're only supposed to be here for about a week, and then we're leaving, so...
Okay.
Hopefully
What's that building up?
goes by quickly.
Yeah. What's that building up top? That stone looking.
Oh, that's where the mayor lives.
Okay.
What is his name? Hang on. Oh, Mayor Bledsoe. Clarence Bledsoe. That's his house.
Bledsoe. Interesting.
Clarence Bledsoe sounds like a dick.
Good mayor?
That's out of character.
Not good mayor?
I mean, I've not heard it. I've heard that he's a very nice fellow, so I don't know.
Okay.
That was out
nice
of character.
People aren't always good mayors. Nice people aren't always good at their job.
Fair.
Good mayor?
Fair.
Bad mayor?
I don't really know. I don't live here.
Fair enough.
I'm sure if you ask around, people could tell you. I know that I think there's a couple taverns, here in town. I think you've got 2 options. You've got the Final Bow and Heart's Harbor, so take your pick.
I feel like Heart's Harbor is a better name.
I was thinking the same.
I'm so glad.
I
I'm
take
saying
that
what everyone's
personally.
saying.
Excuse you.
It's a less ominous name.
They're
Yes.
all.
Correct.
It's a pun. The final bow, the bow of a ship. Wow. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
See, I thought
yeah,
final
so
bow
that-
as in we're surrounded by death and this could be the last thing you
Gonna
see.
die. Yeah.
Like,
that's
I can't
exactly
control
what-
what happens in your mind, okay?
That is true. Okay. She nods and just says thanks and kind of walks off.
All right. Cool.
Well,
Sure.
since we're here for how long again are we here for?
7 days.
7 days. Okay. Well, I'm very curious about this outbreak of some kind. So I would love to find someone and ask
Sure.
what that's about.
Do you just grab someone off the street, or do you want to
Ah!
go to a tavern and ask?
Let's go to the
or-
tavern first. Let's go to the tavern. That's it's more. I feel like that's just an easier. Or I feel like that's just a more socially
I'll
acceptable
say,
thing to do. Yeah.
so as you're walking through the town,
I'm covering
there
my
is a
face.
path. Yeah, you can cover your
I think I want to cover my face too because
Sure,
I
sure.
just
I'd like
I don't know.
pull part of my cloak over and like
Yeah,
make sure
I don't
my
know
little
what's going
mouse
on,
is,
you know?
is tucked away.
Man.
Yeah.
So
weak. I'm dying of
there's
this.
a path that leads into town from the wharf. A short distance from the wharf is the town square. Though this is more of a circle. Here the street widens into a large circular cobblestone area. At its center is a large fountain of carved stone. The fountain depicts a water nymph draped in robes of seaweed and kelp, holding a large conch shell. You get the feeling that the fountain would be beautiful if it were not completely dry and covered in dark grime and spots of mold. Though many of the buildings here seem boarded up, there are a few that seem to be open. 2 taverns, one is substantially larger than the other. And then it looks like there's a shop of some kind. There also looks to be a message board in front of that shop that you notice.
Let's check out the message board. I want to know what
Sure.
it say.
The message board lacks the usual jobs that you would expect. The newest post seems to detail a nightly curfew, along with wanted posters for a group of 6 individuals. There seem to be some older, faded postings beneath, and a faded message about a festival, a warning of plague, and a few others.
Great.
A warning of plague. Good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Behind the message board is what looks like the shop that or whatever. Looks like a 1-story shop of wood and stone.
We could
I
go in the
was
shop.
about to be concerned that there was a wanted poster for 6 people, but we have 7 because Benji's not here.
Yes, we have 7 now. You wanted to go in the shop, Casey?
Sure.
I mean,
See what's in
I
there.
don't think we can. I don't think I can afford much of anything, but just to see, maybe we'll come back as a party.
Yeah, so behind the message board is a sizable 1-story shop of wood and stone. Painted on the exterior wall to the right of the shop entrance are the words Madeira's Mercantile, but the paint is faded and chipped.
Okay. Madeira's Mercantile. Does it look open?
Is it? I was gonna say, is it open?
There is a light inside. It does seem open. It's not quite late enough for things to fully close yet, so.
Okay.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was like a.
Fair?
Okay. Sure. We'll see what they have.
Yeah, let's go in.
Yeah, absolutely. You walk in. Hang on. Yeah. You head inside, and there is a woman behind the counter. She sort of has her skin like has the faintest of purplish hues to it. It's sort of like a sort of a brown with like a tinge of purple to it, and she's got uh, white hair. She looks like she might be half drow.
Okay.
She's behind the counter. Hello. Can I help you?
Yeah, just looking in to see what you've got, if you happen to have anything like armor or health potions or any of that sort of.
Yes, I think we do actually have something. Let's see. What kind of armor are you in the market for exactly?
Something in the realm of light.
Something in the realm of light.
I'll
That's very
take what
specific.
you know. Mm-hmm.
I think we've got some leather armor. Just regular leather armor for about 20 gold.
Casey, if
Sorry,
you
I'm
do
looking
not,
at leather armor.
if you don't have enough money, I will give you money because
The,
I would want you to be protected.
can that is so kind of you. Can I see the armor before I?
Yeah,
purchase it?
she'll produce some leather armor for you to look at. She kind of eyes you and pulls out a set that seems roughly the right size for you. It's your standard leather armor.
Okay. Any chance you take 15?
Roll a persuasion check.
Girl's not gonna pay full price if she didn't have to.
That's fair.
It's loading my thing. Okay. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19.
16 plus 3.
15. Yeah, I think I could do. I think I could part with it for 15. I think that sounds good.
Alright, deal. She puts 15 on the counter and kind of looks at the rest of the party and is like, or whoever's in there. Anyone else interested in anything while we're in here?
Do I see
What?
anything that catches my eye?
Ooh.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Just interesting things.
That's not super helpful. What are you looking for?
I don't know, like
What about magic items?
fun
Anything?
arrows or magic items.
This
or...
place definitely has all of your standard basic gear. So if you're looking for that, you're gonna find it. Magic items, there's not a ton of stuff here. There, it looks like maybe there's
Maybe just like potions of healing.
like 3 health potions, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. I don't think I really need anything.
But like, if you want just like regular equipment, you know, any of your, you know, if there's a basic weapon that you want, it's gonna be here. Or random adventuring gear, things like that.
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
All right.
While we're in here, can I ask her?
Yeah.
Just we fresh off the boat. What is with the mist and the cloths and the should we be concerned?
You're not from here. Yeah, a plague swept through the town at the beginning of the month. Most of us pulled through, but there are some lingering effects. We're doing what we can. Just hit us real hard, you know?
What
Hey, David.
kind of sickness?
Fever, you know, not being able to eat much. They get real pale. The pallor looks pale. Dark around their eyes. Sometimes splotches of, I don't know if they're hives or spots, or I'm not sure.
I kind of look at my skin self-consciously.
Yeah.
A girl's pale.
I wasn't gonna say it.
It was rough, but you know, we pulled through, and I think we really owe it to our mayor, Mr. Bledsoe. He was pretty vigilant in finding a healer to see to the patients that were on death's door, so it really helped us out a lot.
Glad to hear you have some confidence.
Do I think she's because I don't know why people are still covering their faces. So is she telling the truth, or is she
Make an insight check.
or is she delusional? Okay.
Is she delusional?
That's not great. It's a 9.
Honestly, it's hard to tell. You've never been in a place that's been hit with a plague, so you just don't really know what to expect.
I was gonna ask this anyway, so I'll ask for this. Are there still some lingering cases, or is it just kind of a habit?
Yeah, there
No.
are some lingering symptoms amongst individuals. We're just trying to be cautious, make sure things don't spread. Yeah, I mean, we're just still getting over it, honestly. You know, we got over the worst of it, but it's just, you know, just hit us hard. Do you folks have a place to stay tonight? Or have plans to stay somewhere?
I think finding that was next on the list.
Okay, I mean, probably should bunk down sooner rather than later. We have a curfew. It's not super safe to be out at night.
Oh yeah. Did we catch on the board when that curfew exactly was?
Curfew seems to be at 10.
Okay. Dangerous after dark?
Yes. There's a cruel warrior and his band of fighters, and they keep attacking the town every couple of days. And it's just really made most of us pretty fearful at night, because that seems to be when he chooses to strike.
Do you know why they're attacking
damn it,
you?
guys.
Sorry, what was that?
Do you know why they're attacking this town in particular?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, it feels like more people have died to his group of warriors than this plague.
Good, we love that.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill somebody.
You know, I'm gonna look to the group and I'm gonna say, look, we don't gotta kill them. If they can get like arrested, or like we can just take them out all pop, you know, like knock them out type deal, and then let the town guards like arrest them. We don't gotta kill them. Let's try that and see if that means we don't get more.
Theron's gonna kind of roll her eyes a bit and look at the merchant and be like, "How's your police force here?
Oh, we don't really have one.
Could they hold these
Exactly.
people?
Do you have a prison?
No,
Like,
okay,
you don't even
so-
need police. We can drag them to the prison.
If you're a group of skilled warriors, actually, I think the mayor is in the market for someone to at least bring these people in. Maybe you could go speak with him in the morning, and I don't know. I mean, if somebody can help us, that would be great. I mean, just anything.
Well, if we have to stay for a week, we've got the time.
We would love to.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we should
Alright.
get settled in before this curfew hits and we get in trouble for being out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the offer.
Of course.
Let's go find somewhere to stay.
Yeah. So, from the town square, there are two buildings that you assume to be the taverns. The first one, it's a peculiar-looking building off of the main square. It's a large building of wood and stone. In the front, or at the front, is a large set of wooden doors inlaid with a patchwork of blue and green glass. But what's more impressive is what's above it. Jutting out of the second and third floor is what appears to be the entire front portion of a sailing ship. Painted across the port and starboard sides of this half boat are the words, "The Final Bow." And you hear faint music and catch the scent of cooked fish, ale, and spices. The other tavern that you spot, Juice Spice, this building looks to be your typical tavern. It's at least half the size of the other one. It lacks the elaborate architecture, and this building seems to be made of stone and stucco and has a roof of terracotta tiles, and you smell the scent of baking bread and spot a painted sign that bears the name Heart's Harbor. Which one do you choose?
I don't actually care.
Pastries sound amazing. Baking bread.
They kind of do, though, in jail.
Like, I'm hungry and that smells so good in my mind right now.
Well, then let's go.
Sure, you pick the road less traveled by. You pick the smaller of taverns, and probably get yourself a bit of privacy, because it seems like most of the boat's crew is gonna go for the final bow. So you guys pick the Heart's Harbor, and head inside. It looks like a humble tavern, and despite it being just a fraction of the size, it's no less cheery inside. Not a huge crowd, but it's pleasant. It smells wonderful. You can see a pair of dwarves. One looks to be an older man, and the other sort of a younger dwarvish lad that seem to be hustling about, sort of making sure that everybody has food on their table. Yeah. They'll spot you come in. Oh, new customers! Yeah, grab a chair. Sit at one of our tables, and we'll be right with you in a second. Yeah.
Sounds great. Yeah, we'll do that.
Sure.
Ugh.
And eventually, the younger of the dwarves approaches you. Hello there. The name's Cole. Cole Glintstone. And can I get you anything to eat?
Are you baking bread, perchance?
Yes, we have wonderful bread, of course. In it costs an amount that is on this chart. Yes, 4 copper for a loaf of bread. We also have some meat pies that are about to come out of the oven. About 3 silver for those. We have pretty nice house beer, if you're interested.
Yep.
I will have some bread.
Okay. Bread, if you want it, is 2 copper. So if you want bread, mark off Did I say 2 copper? No, I said 4 earlier.
You said 4.
4
Yeah.
copper.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is 4 copper for bread. So if you want bread, mark off 4. If you want a meat pie, mark off 3. And if you want a mug of beer, mark off 4 copper. See, I'm just trusting y'all to manage your expenses.
Sure. Okay, let's do that. So I would do, and then I would get 6.
And you get food. Yeah, and if anybody's confused, we never talk about it, but 10 copper equals 1 silver. 10 silver equals 1 gold. 10 gold equals 1 platinum. 10 platinum is an obscene amount of money, and nobody has that yet.
Correct. LMAO, I literally, because it said 1 GP equals 100 CP, so I did not even think 10. So I just
10.
did.
It's all 10. I think Electrum is weird, but we don't really deal with
We
Electrum.
don't really. Yeah. Okay. Well, I just.
You
I just
place your
changed one away.
orders. Food is brought to your table. And Cole goes ahead and lets you know that that it'll be about 5 silver per room for the night. So whatever you guys, I don't know. Y'all did 2 rooms last time. So I don't know if you want to try and do that again this time, but you can.
Yeah. 2 rooms for 7 nights? Question mark.
2 rooms for 7 nights.
So then that would be.
What? You know, we could probably cut you a deal, because that's, I mean, a full week. I mean, because 70 silver, it seems like a lot. I don't know, what are you thinking?
So it would have been 70 silver. I mean, between the 7 of us, actually, that's not so bad.
I love how
70
I'm giving you the opportunity to haggle.
I know!
And you guys are
I
like,
know!
we'll pay full
I'm just trying to
price.
figure out. No, I'm just trying to figure out what to ask for. What would be reasonable.
If we're gonna reduce prices, let's try and keep it divisible by 7. So if not 70, then maybe 7 times 9 is 63. So we could do 63, or we could do 50.
56.
Yeah.
Math so much. I'm gonna let you guys do this.
So we could do 63. We'd all pitch in 9 silver, or we could do 56, and that would be 7 times 8. That's so weird.
Yeah, I'll ask about 56. I'm gonna go lower.
Let's go.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you want to go in for 56, roll a little persuasion check.
Okay. You know,
You've never
worst he does
haggled.
is say
You guys never
no.
haggle. I'm so proud of you guys for trying.
I don't even do it in real life.
We went
That
through
is
a
a
whole
21.
amazing.
Let's go!
Yeah, 56 silver, of course. We went through a 2-year
This dice
campaign,
has been kind
and
to
you
me
guys
today.
never haggled. The one
True.
time
I'm
you
gonna
kind
haggle
of
this campaign.
tried, you charmed Zephyr, and it created a rift.
We skipped haggling and went straight for mind control.
Yeah.
Look, we settled it with Zephyr. He didn't
I know,
hate
you worked it
us
out.
by the end.
I don't think you really like this. Yeah, I'm gonna haggle a lot more this go around.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're able to successfully convince him that 56 silver for you guys for 2 rooms for a week is substantial. So you can either all individually mark off, mark off 8 silver or whatever.
8 silver. I'm gonna do 7 silver and then 10
Yeah,
copper.
you can
because
do
I have
that
so much copper now.
however you
Sick.
want.
7.
Divvy out that however you
And
want.
then
It's 8 silver, you said?
Yes. For the room.
3.
I guess I could mark that off on Darren's sheet.
No.
13, so I have 5 silver now to boom.
8. Move.
Math. Ugh. I would like to ask whoever is talking to us. Cole, yes. Good old Cole.
Yes.
I'd like to ask him, like, we just arrived in town and heard about you guys getting over a plague. Is there anybody still suffering from that at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a few people with, that just seem to have trouble shaking it. They're still real pale, slow, sluggish, lethargic, dark circles under their eyes, loss of appetite. I mean, they're here. I mean,
Is this a lethal plague, or is it?
we did lose some to
Okay.
the plague. Once the healer came in, we did all right, but I don't know. It's just taken a while for some people to get back to normal. I mean, just wonder if they will sometimes.
I know.
Who is this healer, and would we have heard about them?
You would not have heard about them. And Cole admittedly doesn't know a ton about them either.
Damn it, Cole.
Damn it, Cole. There seems to be a woman of some kind that came down and would sort of treat people case by case. And as far as Cole knows, she stays up at Bledsoe Manor.
All right, 10-4.
Very interesting.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, the fountain. Was that all torn up as a result of those warriors?
Things have just sort of fallen by the wayside. First, people weren't healthy enough to really maintain things the way they're supposed to, and then with these warriors, these, I don't know, ne'er-do-wells, causing trouble. I don't know, it's just, I feel like some things that used to always get done just don't anymore. We're not quite the shining beacon we used to be. It's a bit sad. We used to be known for our glass that we would blow. You've probably seen it in some of the windows, perhaps, but I don't know. With so many houses boarded up, you don't necessarily catch that.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it at all.
Shame. We used to be such a pretty place. Hopefully we'll get back there soon.
I think you will. Okay, so we've got that, and then the plague, and then the warriors, and we've got our rooms taken care of. Sick. Well,
I feel bad for this town.
I do too, man. It's so sad.
Be like that sometimes.
I do. Well, I think we have some things we can do. Keep us busy.
For sure.
Over the next week.
Yeah.
I'm probably will just go to bed, once the opportunity presents itself, and finish our food and all that.
Of course.
Since we have to be inside,
Yeah. Yeah, easy enough. Again, the coins seem unchanged this night. But you go to bed. Wake up in the morning. It's a new day. And you can sort of set about and do what you want. And we can all
Yes.
check off if you didn't check off a long rest on the boat, make sure you do so now.
There's something I would like to do now that is a new day.
Sure.
First, let me prepare the spell. Let's see, which one do I want to swap this out for? It's the same. There's this. Boom. Boom. We'll unprepare this, and then we'll do this. Okay. I would like to first, because I don't. It's a little weird, you know? They have like this healer that like came,
Sure.
and then there's still people struggling. I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to touch that yet. I'd like to just go out to the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to cast Create or Destroy Water. And I'd like to create water.
Okay.
And
Sure.
just a little something to kind of...
Absolutely. You cast Create Water, and you fill the fountain, and it starts to sputter back to life.
Yay.
Yeah, very nice. Well done.
I can't really clean it. I don't have
I
prestidigitation.
know. Let me see if
but-
I'm gonna
but
see
Does
if
that make our coins revert to be
Darren
less bad?
has. No, the coins stay the same.
Ah,
Darren has prestidigitation, so we'll say that Darren
Sick.
helps you out, and together you guys clean the fountain and bring it back to functional beauty.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You guys, is there anything you would like to do? Or do you want to head up to Bledsoe Manor? Do you want to double check that, I don't know, message board again? Is there anything in particular you guys want to do?
Definitely the manor, but I don't know what others.
Manor.
But I don't know what everyone
I
else
would like to check the message board on the way
Yeah,
to the
I
manor.
would
Just see if
also
anything
like to
new's
do
been
that.
posted. or anything.
Sure.
I was thinking the same thing.
Nothing new has been posted. But looking at it again with new eyes, there are brief descriptions given for the 6 individuals. There appears to be a human man, a sort of a dwarvish axe wielder, 2 drow women, a tiefling, it's good with knives, and then sort of a buff, beefy kind of human man. That seems to be the 6 people you're dealing with. And those that y'all that are looking at this board again, will y'all give me an investigation or perception check as you're just sort of looking? 'Cause there are some old things on here too.
14.
All of my rolls have been so bad tonight.
15,
7.
7,
I got a 23 perception.
23 perception.
Yeah.
You're looking through. You're looking at this board. And Chi, I think you're the only person. You do see that there's a really, really old wanted poster buried beneath. It seems like it's gotten weathered from being left out. Some half elf named Roran that's wanted.
Does it look like Norrell,
Norrell?
the dude on the ship? That was
No.
Okay.
This individual is described as a woman, half elf woman,
Okay.
Roran Cananthri.
Lauren Canary. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'll point it out to the group. I mean, who's to say that these people didn't survive the plague? You know, survive the plague or just get killed by the warriors attacking this place. We might not ever find these people, but we might also find them.
True.
Do I recognize them? I don't know.
No, you don't. I feel like you're gonna ask that question so many times.
Probably. You know, I like to ask questions.
There's not much given for the
But
description of this person. I think they would just say pale with pale hair, like
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, if we're ready, we can tally ho.
to the manor. All
Yeah.
right. So you guys head up the hill following the road up to the manor. As you approach the manor atop the hill, you can tell that this is an expensive house. Not just by its size, but by the details. The cut of the stones, the detail in the fencing, the glasswork of the windows. Though there's something about this house that lacks that tier of finesse that you would expect from such a mansion. You follow the drive and approach the front doors of the Bledsoe Manor. They appear to be made of a thick ebony wood inlaid with scrawly wrought iron designs. In the center of each door is a large iron knocker designed to look like a seashell.
Aw, cute.
Very cute.
I guess we knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock. Sure. Yeah. You knock and you are greeted by sort of an elderly-ish. I mean, he's old. He's got like grayish white hair, but he's not like old. But sort of half elven man. Oh, hello there. The name is Walsh White. Can I help you?
Hi, we just got here from Flimwick, and we just wanted to see if there was anything we could do while we're here until we move on to Edgewater.
Are you perhaps offering some help with our town's latest troubles?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that's quite wonderful. If you'll just follow me, I'll see if Mr. Clarence can see you, and he'll sort of usher you into the house.
Okay, big brain. You said Hal felt. Oh no, wait. The person in the wanted poster was a girl.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Goral.
I was gonna say big brain. You said it was old. What if it's this old butler guy?
I would say the poster looked old because it had been out and weathered by stuff. Not necessarily old because like the paper itself is ancient. All right. Walsh leads you into the Great Hall. This large room is notable for its polished wood floors, rich wooden paneling, and impressive chandelier. The wooden columns extend up to support the vaulted ceilings, and two large portraits hang on the northern wall above a wide archway. Tapestries of blue and white hang over matching sets of double doors to the east and west. Is there anything you guys would particularly want to look at before he leads you into perhaps another room?
It was just the tapestries that we noticed.
Tapestries. The tapestries are just sort of just seem to be just scrawly designs in blue and white. There's nothing super notable about those. The portraits catch your eye a little bit more. You see one is of a man very dressed very regally, and the others of a woman in a very beautiful gown. So they're sort of facing each other across the different sides of the room.
Our lovers, perhaps?
I don't know. But Walsh continues leading y'all into the next room. So, this room has no shortage of luxuries. A large ornate carpet decorates the floor, bordered by a cushy sofa and set of chairs. At one end of the room is an impressive pianoforte, and a warm fire burns in the ornate fireplace on the opposite side of the room. So, if you would just wait here, I'll get Master Clarence, and he will come talk to you, and we'll see if perhaps we can help each other out. Just wait a moment. Be right back, and he'll sort of leave.
So as soon as he leaves the room, I'm gonna observe. So the townspeople, they've got like all this bad stuff going on. You know, they're dealing with poverty, it looks like. They're dealing with money issues. But here in this castle, we got kind of opulence everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I noticed that
Doesn't-
too.
Doesn't come off well.
No, it really doesn't.
I didn't want to butt in and and try and heal people because I thought they kind of took care of that. But
I want to look and see if there's anything inconspicuous that looks expensive that I can steal.
I was about to ask that.
yeah,
I was fully about to ask the same thing.
Give me either perception or investigation.
oh my god.
Wow.
Wait, I want to do that too, actually.
Sure. Wow, the three rogues.
Who
Who's shocked?
Okay,
would
I
have
got
thought it?
a 16. I didn't roll that great, but
I got a 17.
17.
Did you say perception or
Either
investigation?
perception or investigation. You pick.
Let's see. All right. That's a 14.
I would say 15 or higher. And you guys would notice, I mean, though you're all kind of helping each other out. There are there's pretty nice, potentially golden candlesticks on a shelf nearby. Those seem kind of expensive. In one of the drawers in a cabinet on a wall, there are some little little like doodads, little like, I don't know, porcelain trinkets, or some blown glass sort of knickknacks or whatever that could possibly be worth something. In one of the drawers, who got the? Let's see, Casey.
The
what did you get?
17 was
got the highest
Casey.
score.
Casey.
17 was
Casey,
me.
you open a small drawer in like the coffee table or whatever, and tucked away in the back is a little velvet pouch, and inside you find just a couple of rings, and one of them has like a pretty red stone in it. Could be worth something.
I'm going to take one of the blown glass from a drawer and a little porcelain doodad that I think looks the most expensive, and then I'm going to close that drawer again and hide my stuff in my bag. I'm going to give this to townspeople to sell.
I am very scared to take the rings, but Theron would absolutely take the rings.
Sure, take the
Woo!
ring. Is Orla
Hide 'em on her
taking
purse.
anything?
Well, she'd like to. She wants to take the golden candlesticks.
those are. I'm going to tell her those are probably a little too conspicuous. They're kind of just sitting out.
Well,
I'm gonna kind of look around, and then I'll look at Orlana and be like, I can put a picture up there for a little bit that looks like him if you want to take him. I mean,
let's do
if
it.
he's not helping.
Let's
If
do
he's
it.
not helping the town, I cast silent
Yeah.
image and make it look like there are candlesticks.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%.
Oh my
Easily
God.
done. You cast
If he's
silent
not
image.
gonna help the town, then he doesn't
Right.
deserve the candlesticks.
Sure. False candlesticks in place. Orlana, you can take the golden candlesticks.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Amazing. I'm gonna have to figure out what all of this is worth later. And I will.
Yeah.
You take all your stuff, settle back down the instant you guys sit down and assume your nonchalant posture. Who you assume to be Mr. Clarence Bledsoe walks into the room. He is a human man. He's kind of lanky. Pale, little freckled. He sort of has sort of mousy brown hair. That it looks like he's tried to kind of keep it groomed, but maybe not necessarily working out for him. He's not necessarily a looker. We'll just put it that way. But he's a little awkward in his movements, but he enters the room. Hello. I am Clarence Bledsoe. I'm the mayor of this town. I understand that you guys are, maybe, willing to help us out just a little bit.
Absolutely. We've heard about some warriors that are coming and messing everything up. We kind of wondered if you had any kind of means, if we could subdue them, if there were any means to imprison
that
them.
Would be, we could possibly, find a means of imprisoning them. I mean, honestly, I just sort of wanted them dealt with. They've been attacking the town relentlessly. They hide up in the woods, north of town. There's a bit of a trail, but I think it's sort of, I don't know. I don't know exactly where their hideout is. It's somewhere off in the woods. But I mean, if you want to bring them in, that's fine. But I'm totally fine with just getting rid of them.
No, for sure. I just wanted to explore all options.
Of course. I'd be
We don't
open to
really
anything.
like killing people, so
Okay.
we plan on bringing them in alive, and you're gonna have to be okay with that if you want them taken care of.
Theron kind of stares at you.
Look,
Like-
we don't want to kill people. I'm just being upfront about it, y'all. Like,
I mean, it's like, okay, because it's like, we don't want to kill people because of the curse, but like, honestly, if there were people that we could kill, these would be the ones because they seem to be fuckers. But like, also, I don't know. I'm just, again, exploring all options because I do not know what the sitch is.
I understand your qualms. Anybody would have pause, and I apologize for the barbarous tactics, but I just don't think I can rest easy until I know that these individuals can no longer harm my city. Hopefully you can understand that. So if there's a way for you to bring them in completely subdued and us lock them away, great. Otherwise, you can deal with them the other way, and I don't know, find a means of proving that they've been dealt with. I suppose you could bring in the thumbs? I don't know what people do in these situations. I'm open to ideas.
This could be fun.
This is very interesting because out of character, because he is very, he seems very earnest. You know, even without me trying to insight check, he seems earnest and he seems So I'm like,
I want
okay,
to
so
insight it.
I got an
I'm gonna
insight.
insight.
You got an
check.
insight?
I'm gonna insight.
I'll
Go
insight
ahead.
too. I just
Fuck.
because I'm
Nine.
wondering why, like, is it just pure neglect, or if he's
Nine.
actually like sinister? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
know.
like him. He sounds fake to me.
15.
15.
I
But
got
I
the same
also
thing.
just
Or no, I
rolled a
got less
9.
than that.
I'm using this one dice, and it's being really nice to me today.
That's good.
I mean, he doesn't seem disingenuous. He does seem to really harbor some sort of grudge against these individuals, though. So
Right.
Like
perhaps there's a
outside
little.
of them attacking.
Perhaps there's a little
Perhaps.
bit more to just the story in general. It's hard to suss out just from what you've gathered so far.
I'm gonna stare at him, and I'm gonna say, "Do you have any idea why they're attacking this town? Might help us find them
I
if we knew
don't.
a bit more."
I mean, we're kind of the only city on the island, so I mean, I guess if you're gonna attack a city, there aren't
Fair.
any options.
Are there groups of people outside of this town then? Just not in full cities?
I don't. I mean, not really to my knowledge. I mean, maybe the obscure hunting party? I don't know. There's still so much of Kadath that is undiscovered, so, hard to know.
Fair.
I just don't understand why these individuals are attacking us. I mean, we've worked very hard to get through our plague. It's taken a lot from us and almost taken, more from us than, we can bear, and then these people just keep attacking us in the night. I mean, have we not suffered enough?
Maybe they've suffered too. Doesn't excuse their actions, but it could be a reason.
If you can track down these individuals and deal with them, then perhaps I could give you a reward.
Reward would be great out of character.
What kind of reward are we talking?
What are you talking?
Maybe 140 gold.
She kept it divisible by 7.
I know. I was like,
I saw that.
It's nothing to sneeze at.
Fuck. That would be like 20 gold each. That's. This is very strange because again, he seems earnest, but it just makes me wonder why the town is suffering the way it is if he cares so much. And I'm like, what's going on?
How about 175 gold?
Oh my!
This is a lot of people that
Roll a
were.
Oh,
persuasion
you're being
check.
nicer than me.
Roll a
I was going to say
persuasion check.
210.
You were going to say 210.
Yes.
I suppose we could have it both ways. We could have it both ways. We could help this guy with the
14
fuckers,
plus 2, 16.
and then
Amy
we
did
could help
not
the
do the
town.
math to make sure it was divisible.
And then we could help the town.
I did 7 times 25. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right.
16. Something started playing in one of my other recordings.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. 16. I think I could be persuaded. Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I just really, I want this place to be, I want this town to get back on its feet. And I need it to be safer for my wife, my beloved, Margaret. So if you could deal with this, then yeah, I think I could give you that price that you want.
Perfect. We'll take care of it then.
All right. Alrighty. With that, we
Ooh.
will go on and stop there.
Woo.
Cool.
Woo.
Hooray.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in the perspective of these warriors. Like, why are you attacking a shithole town? Like, why?
Well, and like, yeah, it's the only town on the island, but like that all these people had to come from somewhere to be angry enough to attack them. So
Like, what is it that y'all have that they want?
like at
if-
this point, if you're still attacking, it's not necessarily the money of the town because they don't have much.
Exactly. Oh no.
I also just want to be
knows?
clear with the party that I asked for more money because I wanted to give the townspeople some after the fact.
Oh, okay, period.
I don't know how much of
Very
it
noble
that
of
extra we
you.
want to give, but yeah.
That would not have been why I asked for more.
I mean, you can do with your share
Same.
what you want, but
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love how Emily's like, yeah, I want to get back to town. Everybody else is like, wow, I just wanted more gold, but
Yeah.
I want to get back to me. Thank you very much.
I feel like she would be on board
I
with
need to
you.
give to this charity myself.
Yeah.
Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.